Hello there, it's Jay here, Vintage Junk, and today, not my usual kind of video, but I've got my phone here. It's an old iPhone 7. As you can see, it's pretty beat up. I don't really want to have to replace it at the moment. The problem with it is the battery. Apart from the fact the screen's all smashed, it actually works fine. The charge port is a little bit on the iffy side, but it does still charge and work and everything. You just sometimes have to whittle it a little bit. I was actually thinking about doing a full refurb on this phone, but when I've actually gone into the amount of work you actually have to go to just change that charge port, I thought it's not worth the effort. I just want to get another perhaps 6 months, maybe 12 months out of this phone, and then I'm going to replace it. I have gone off Apple, to be honest. I don't like how they're doing with their what they do with your data and what have you, and I don't like the unrepairability of the later iPhones. I don't actually like this with the fact that they remove the headphone jack. I actually much prefer my iPhone 6 that I've got. I actually keep that and just use it as an MP3 player. This is my main phone. Like I said, if I can just get a little bit more life out of it, it'd be most helpful. So what I did, I went on online and I picked up, it's not a genuine Apple one, but I picked up a replacement battery for it. So let's have a quick look at this. And I've never actually changed the battery in an iPhone 7 before. I've done most of the early, I've done every one of the earlier iPhones apart from I think the first one. I've put new battery and a new charge port in my iPhone 6, and I put a new battery in my mother's iPhone 5. And I remember doing iPhone 4s and things in the past, and 3s. But I've never done it on an iPhone 7. This hasn't got its original battery in it. I did actually have the battery changed in it previously. A few years ago now, so that battery's probably done about 3 or 4 years, I think. I think how old the iPhone 7 is now. So this will be battery number 3 in this phone. So I suppose I've had my money's worth out of it, really. It's not been a bad phone, to be honest. But it is getting to the point now where how long are they going to continue updates for the iPhone 7? Because I mean, I know my 6 now. I think you can't get any more updates for the 6, and my mother's 5. I know you can't get any updates for that. This does still seem to update every now and again. This does get ISO updates periodically. Now these are the new sticky strips to stick the battery down. I'm not going into this completely blind. I have watched a tutorial or two, so hopefully I'm not going to blow myself up or catch fire or anything doing this. Right, so there's the replacement battery. That seems to be correct. So there's our new battery, and let's get into the phone now. I believe originally, oh, that's a point. We need some tools, don't we? Because the one thing is that it was a cheap kit. I think it was like 10 quid or something like that. It didn't come with any tools to actually take the phone apart. Fortunately, I say I have done 1 or 2 mobile phone repairs in the past. I do have a box full of that kind of stuff. So first thing we need to do is I think there's 2 screws. No, won't work. There's 2 screws. That should work. There, just by the charge port. So we need to take those out first, I think. Once we've got these out, I think we're going to hit our first problem. Let's get that's the first one out. I'll put that somewhere. Well, I'll drop it on the bench, and then I'll put it somewhere I'm not going to lose it. Let's get the next one out. Okay. Now, originally these phones were sealed with like a waterproof seal all the way around there. Now, I don't know if that's going to still be intact or not, from the very fact I actually took this to just one of them cheap, you know, kiosk places to have the new battery fitted in. Last time I had a battery put in it because I was in a hurry. I didn't have time to order one and do it myself, so I just literally just took my phone in and as I said, put me a new battery in that. So I don't know whether they were good and put a new seal around it, or they just put the phone back together after they changed the battery, because I've never actually been in this thing myself. So and the screen wasn't all smashed then. This might cause us some issues. I should have a little, yeah, there we go, a little plunger, and the idea you should have is, just moisten that so it seals better, is that you stick the plunger to the front of the phone, and then you're meant to lift up and try and get something in there to start lifting. Now I have some nice metal sponges, so hopefully one of these might do it. The problem is, because the screen's so smashed, I don't know whether I'm going to get a good enough grip on the screen with this to actually be able to lift and get... No. Oh, hang on, I nearly had it then. Have I? I very nearly had it then, I think. They do say go as close to the home button as you can, but the problem is, like I said, that's unfortunately where it's all, so I'm going to try something else. Now, I don't know if this is going to be an approved method or not, but I've got a blade here, and I wonder, because this is very thin, whether I can... Ah, look at that. That goes under. Now we very gently slide round. Keeping the blade right to the edge of the phone. We don't want to risk doing any damage. I bet there's actual phone repair guys screaming and crying at me about now, but I seem to have got that far around. That's free there now. Get in there, get round there. So that's free. So have they stuck it back properly or not? I can't quite tell. Now that's lifting. Right, I wonder if I can get something a bit safer in. A guitar pick here. No, we lost it again now. No, we're in there now, look. Ah, look at that. Run it, there we are. Run it round. Now this is where I think we're going to have to be careful, because it's really badly damaged at the top of this phone here, because it's been dropped that many times. Now, so I just jabbed myself on that, that hurt. So with that far around there, let's get another of these spudgers. Well, one of these picks. Let's try going the other way. That's coming up there now. Incredibly careful around where it's all smashed there. Ah, look at that, it's come up. Right, okay. You can look there, we've just got the phone base. Oops, I swear I switched that off. Let's switch this off. Right, turn that phone off. Obviously we are messing with the battery, we don't want it on, even though this battery is basically shot. So it'll charge up, and as soon as you start using the phone, within a minute or two, it's gone from 100% down to 1%, and then it just goes. If you actually try and run an application or anything, it's dead within seconds. So, right, okay, that come off easier than I was expecting. So I wonder if they didn't replace the. No, it looks like they didn't when last time someone was in here. Because that opened very, very easily then. And that looks pretty grim in there. Now, I've heard there's two things you can do here. You can take all this apart and take that off, or you can kind of prop it up like that and just hold it in that position while you work on the battery. I wonder if that's going to be the best solution. Otherwise, I believe you have to take this metal plate off. I don't know. They're Phillips, aren't they? Let's have a look. I watched a couple of guides on doing this online, and one was an iFixit guide, and the other was just some random fella in his bedroom. Now, the iFixit guide had you taking all this off and disconnecting that ribbon there and that ribbon there and separating the screen and putting the screen to one side, and then taking the then they took all this apart here and then they took the battery out. The fella that I watched do it in his bedroom pretty much did what I've done there. Held the phone up, took that plate off, disconnected the battery, and then just pulled the tabs to release the battery, took the old one out and stuck the new one in. I'm kind of thinking I might try his approach. I don't know. If it looks like it's going dodgy, then I'll swap approaches and I'll do it like the iFixit showed. But first I think we need to take this this shield off here. I think I've got the wrong screwdriver there. Let me just swap my glasses to my stronger set so I can perhaps see. Those are, oh, the tri-wing I think, and that is a standard Phillips. So let's have a look in the bag, see if we've got something that'll take that off. Nothing in there. Unless it's one of them. Let's try that. No. We'll figure out what tool we need to do this. Let's try that. Does that fit? Right, now this might be a problem, because it looks like I don't have anything to take them, I should have, to take those screws out. Just bear with me a second folks, I'm going to have to go through all my other tools and see what I can find to extract those screws, so back in a sec. Right, okay, I found it's actually just like a slightly broken flat blade here, but fortunately it's just broken enough that I actually just fit these. Now I wouldn't recommend something like this, but like I said, this phone's pretty hammered anyway. It is just enough to get them screws out. Hopefully I can get them back in again after. So let's take these 4 screws out. Okay, that was easy enough. Now that one's longer, so was that back one there? Yeah, that one's a longer screw, so I'll have to remember that when I'm putting it back together. That one at the back there is a longer screw, and that's that one there. Okay, oh, they're just off shot. Right, now I need to lift that little plate off, so I should, where's my tweezers? A pair of tweezers here. Let's see if we can lift this seems to be stuck down. You can lift it with this. What's holding that down if we took all... Ah, there we go. We've took all the screws out. Right, now we should be able to disconnect the battery. That's the important bit. That's what we're trying to do. In fact, I shouldn't be using some... Oh no, at first I just thought that battery felt warm there, but no, it's not. It's fine. So I've got a special unclipper device here. Let's see if we can unclip that. There we go. That's the battery disconnected there. Now this is where things get tricky. What I'm going to try and do is pull the battery out without doing any more dismantling of the phone. This might or might not work. If this doesn't work, then we'll have to go a little bit further, but this is how I watched this chap on in his bedroom do it. It seemed a little bit less work than when I watched the iFixit guide. So we get that sticky stuff there so we can get hold of it. Now I need one of my tweezers to get hold of it. There we go. Get hold of it with my fingers, and basically we pull. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Dear me, I was expecting it. Keep pulling. Bloody hell. I think it's finally getting to the end now. There we go, that's one done. Let's see if we get away with the other one as easy as that. That wasn't too bad. So let's pull that free like we did on the last one. Like that. And we'll get hold of that. And pull. Oh, and it broke. Damn. I think I can still get hold of it though. I'm not very good for getting hold of it. There we go. I got it. Yeah. Come on. There we go. I got it. Oh, sugar. Damn. I don't think I can get that now. I wonder if we've released enough for me to be able to get this battery out. Let's try. See, that side's all free like that. What I don't want to risk doing is bending the battery, because that's when you get fires. Let's see if we might have just released it enough that we can. See, it's come up that side where it started to release. Let's try a little bit of very gentle pressure. Or do we take that off and try doing it the way that iFixit said? It's how many screws? It's not many, is it? So lift that little unit out there. What is it? The Tapic engine. We need a Phillips for that, don't we? That's a Phillips. Got a screw on that side there. Take that out. And it was all going so well. A screw there we need to take out. I've got a screw there we need to take out. Right. Now can we lift that? Yeah, we can lift that unit out now. Or at least pull it to one side. I wonder if that's all we need to do. How's that connected? What's it connected to? Well, it goes underneath something there we'd have to disconnect as well. Oh. This is what I don't like about like working on iPhones and things like this. It's to do one thing you have to take half a dozen other things out. Take that screw out. I think we take that screw out. This is a speaker. I think this might be a speaker. Right, okay. Take them out. And can we lift that up? Yeah. And that comes up. Oh, it's just like a little cover. Then I think we can disconnect that. Yep. Then we can pull that unit out. Now, hopefully, we can get hold of that bit of glue there, and I can continue pulling that out. That's only if I can get hold of it, though. Let's see if we can find some better tweezers. None of these would work. At least I don't risk shorting anything out with these. I can't get hold of it. Let's see if I can get hold of it with that. Come on, you annoying thing. Right, yeah, I think you have to bear with me a bit, folks, while I figure out how the hell I'm going to get this last bit of... I better leave it recording because you'll have a laugh when I puncture the battery and it all goes up in smoke, won't you? So, I wonder if I just need something I can get hold of that and pull it with. Let's try these tweezers. Ah, got it. Aha. I get it with my fingers. There we go. There we are. I've got it. Okay, now, ever so gently, let's pull. There we go. There we go. You can see the battery lifting and out. Right. So we can lift the offending battery out of the phone. We've got our replacement here. So what we do need to do is we need to stick some strips on the back of this, so if it ever needs changing again, which it's not going to, we can do it. So I presume you hold them around there. Sorry about this, folks, you can't see what I'm doing. I've got the strips basically, and I think you basically hold them in place around there so it gives you something to grab hold of. We'll bend them around like that. Stick the strips on. Try not to get the connector stuck underneath the strip. I don't think I've got them the neatest on, but I think they'll do. A little bit wrinkly, but I don't think that'll matter too much. That needs to go in like that, and there you go, bend. Yeah, that'll work. Right, so we'll peel the back off that. Then we can stick the new battery down in place. Right, let's put you in like that. Get them two little things up. That looks about right. Okay, that's the new battery stuck in. Right, I suppose we better stick that thing back in now. That, what is it? Taptic engine. So let's lift these up because I presume we want them so you can access them. I very much doubt this thing's ever going to get a new another new battery. This thing will be recycled once I've finished with it, I'm sure of it. If I just stick them things down, they're not going to matter. So unfortunately, if anyone does decide they want to change the battery, they will have to take that thing out. Right, that thing's covered in fluff as well. Look at that. How dirty that is. Get a cotton bud and just see if I can clean that off a little bit before I put it back in. Ugh. Look. How many years worth of ick and grot there. Let's clean that off. Well, in fact, let's have a little bit of a clean up in here while we're in here, because there's loads of dead skin and all sorts, won't it? It's just built up in this phone. So I'm pretty certain that when the battery was changed last, they definitely did not bother replacing that seal. Let's have a really quick. I'm not going mad at it or anything. Like I said, this is just a temporary thing so my phone works again. I can use it for more than like 5 minutes without the battery going flat. Right, okay, that'll do. Yeah, it's cleaned up enough. I mean, it's got plenty of ick off it there. Right, let's fit this Taptic engine back in. That drops in there like that, I think. Now am I better putting the connector back on and then screwing it back in, or the other way around? In fact, what does the Taptic engine even do? Like I say, I'm not familiar with these modern devices. I don't really like working on them. Okay, let's screw that down. This is fiddly. How some people do this for the day job, I'll never know. This will be far too. I suppose it's akin to the old school watch repairers, really. If you think about it, with the precision and the dexterity you need to work on something like this, it is very much like working on like the old-fashioned watches. Okay, that's back in, that's fitted back in, so I need to put this plastic thing, this thing needs to go back in now. Hopefully I can remember how it goes in. I think it's like that. I think it goes in like that. It just seems to be like a cover, I think, or something acoustic, or some cover or something. Looks like it fits like that. So I'll get one of these little screws, and I'm hoping I'm putting the right screws in the right holes, and I'm not 100% sure. I think that's right. Well, that seems to have screwed in, and then we've got another hole there. Oops. We'll flirt the screw across the workbench, of course. Let's drop that one in there. Does that line up? Does that fit? It does now. There we go. That's better. Alright, that's in. So we've got the Tactic engine fitted back in, the new battery's in. All we need to do, I think, is connect the new battery up to the phone, put this little metal plate back on, and put the phone back. Well, put the phone back together. Is that plugged in? Now this is the tricky bit, is getting this to clip on there. It should do. That's in the right place, so you just need to snap down onto there. There we go. You hear that snap then? Yep, that's in. That's back on where it should go. So we need to put this little plate back on now. Now we'll move that round. Ah, it goes like that, doesn't it? Yeah, that's it. So that needs to go on there now, and if I remember correctly, one of them screws was longer than the others. And I'm sure I should have 4 screws, and I've only got 3 of them now. I've got one long one, and I've got 2 short ones. And I am really not that bothered. Right, let's try and put these back in and secure that plate back down. Now these are the ones that have got a weird head, which I had to be a little bit naughty with a screwdriver to oh look, it's gone in, it's gone in. Now we've got another small one I'm going to put in there, like that. Okay. I'm going to omit that one because I've lost it. I haven't got a clue where it's gone, even though I was being really careful to keep all the screws together. It has eluded me, but like I said, I am really not bothered because I only want to get a few, a little bit more life out of this phone. It is pretty much on its last legs. And we will put the long one in the back there because I'm pretty sure that's where it should go. Like that. We're only missing that one in the middle there, so I don't think it was the end of the world. Just make sure they're nice and tight. That's tight. As tight as I can get them with the wrong screwdriver. That's tight. And that's tight. Okay. I think we can put the phone back together now. Fingers crossed we haven't destroyed the phone. Now I believe you need to get the top in first because there's a couple of little hooks on the top there. Now they seem to have gone in. That seems to have gone in. Ah, there we go, that's clipped in. And even though the screen's all smashed, it has actually all clipped back together. So, is it going to power up? Then again, I don't know if there's actually any charge in this battery. I don't know if they can send them with any charge in them anymore, but let's see. Well, it's powering up. Let's see if it powers up, and let's see if when I plug the charger in, it actually starts charging. Well, we've got 61% it's showing on the battery, but if I plug the charge cable in, is it going to start charging? No, it's not going to start charging because I haven't plugged the other side of the bloody charger in. Let me just plug that in. Let's see if it's going to start to charge. Let's try that again. That's plugged in. I did say that this this cable's not the best. In fact, just bear with me a second, folks. I will go and get my a different cable, because I think it's possible this this charge cable's a little bit on the. Let's try it now. Oh, there we go. It was just not plugged in at the other side. So there we go. We can see it's actually charging. So we've actually got it's actually charging. Let's unplug it from there. Let's try that again. Yeah, so that is actually charging okay. Showing 60% on the battery. Like I said, this is whatever it came from the supplier with. So let's disconnect that again, and we'll put the last two screws back in. And hopefully I don't lose these. Well, it's not too bad. I've only lost one screw. I don't think it's a very critical screw, so I'm not too worried about that. These screws are a swine, though. They really are. Right, there we go. That's in. Let's try and. So I know I could change the screen on this, and I could change the charge port, but. So the charge port isn't too bad, it's just a little bit iffy with the odd cable. And quite frankly, the screen still works, the touch still works and everything on it. Obviously if the touch stopped working, then I'd have to do something, but the screen's not to the point where I'm catching my fingers on it or anything, you know, it's just broken, it's all. But so there we go, that's it. That's a really cheap ass way of of changing the battery in your iPhone 7. But yeah, that's charging now. I'm happy with that. Hopefully, like I said, that should give me at least another 6 months out of this phone or something before I finally bite the bullet and replace it with something better. Like I said, I know this isn't my normal type of video, but I just thought I'd stick it out there because someone might be interested. You know exactly how you do it, and they've watched the iFixit guides, and yeah, you don't have to quite possibly go to all the trouble that they said with iFixit and completely dismantle the phone. But like, you saw it happen when I tried doing it without taking that little tactic unit or whatever it is, tic-tac unit or whatever it was out. We did break the thing, and I did actually have to end up taking that unit out anyway to do it. So anyway, I'm going to leave the video there for now. Like I said, I hope you found this interesting or useful. I just was waiting for me to puncture the battery and see what happens. Actually, that's a point I've got now. A few old dead iPhone batteries. If anyone's interested, shall I do a video and see what happens if I put a hole in them, because I've got an interesting way of piercing them. So I might make a fun, interesting video. Unless I get a YouTube strike for it for being dangerous or something. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed this little video. So thanks for watching and goodbye.